My name is Isabel Hughes, and as a student, I am in the industrial technology pathway, and currently I'm going through the welding training. Um, so, if you want to take time to introduce yourself and a little bit about your career field.
Awesome. Okay. First of all, I love that you're doing welding. That's amazing. Love that. Yeah. So a little bit about me. My name is Samantha Heryford. I am a product development design engineer at Hallmark Cards. Um, I graduated from Kansas State University in May of 2018, so about 3 years ago, with a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering, and I am currently pursuing a master's in business at UMKC. So done a little bit of everything.
Nice. Okay. Well, what is your, like, on a daily basis, what's your favorite part about your job?
Oh gosh, that's a great question. So a lot of my job is as a product development design engineer. I basically work with our creative and business partners to come up with 3D product ideas. So like anything from like a snow globe to a light up apron to like animatronic stuffed animal dinosaurs, anything like that. So it's honestly just so fun. Like I never thought going into engineering I would be making toys for a living, but that's exactly what I'm doing. So it's just like I love being surrounded by product, and I love making product that's so fun. I guess it's
That's
probably
awesome.
the most.
Well, I guess I should ask, what is the part you don't enjoy as much?
Oh gosh, that's a good question. Well, that's hard, which I feel like is a good sign. um, I would say this isn't really unenjoyable, but it's a challenge. Is creating products that also respect our cost targets. Like me being an engineer, I want to make the coolest, most techie, innovative thing in the world, but obviously I can't do that because we have limited funds. So just kind of balancing the innovation with the cost, I guess, is challenging.
Okay. Okay. Well, it sounds like a very fun job.
Yeah.
What was the first job that you ever had?
The first job I ever had, oh gosh, I was a lifeguard for a Boy Scout camp when I was like 15, I think. Honestly, though, those kinds of jobs, like your first job is good because you just learn those little things like managing your money and managing your time and setting your schedule and just like learning to work with people that are different than you and handling conflicts and things like that. So even though it was like a lifeguarding job and has nothing to do with engineering at all, I still feel like I learned something from that, and I learned something from every job after that. So
Yeah, because
yeah.
that's what I was gonna ask. Is like, even though it doesn't have anything to do with your job now, how did that, like, what did you learn from that experience? So,
Yeah, and I did so many jobs. I also did like I did landscaping, like I was a gardener for 2 summers during college, and I don't it was just hard work, and I think you learn a lot from just being challenged and working hard, and you can apply those soft skills to your career later on, which is really good.
well, from like where you started to where you are now, how did you get there?
Oh my gosh, that's a great question. So let's see. In high school, I loved math and physics. So I was like, hey, I'll do engineering. My mom is an engineer. I was familiar with it. So I started in general engineering at K-State because I wasn't really sure like which type I wanted to look at. I was kind of interested in mechanical, kind of interested in electrical. So I took a general engineering course where they kind of just expose you to all the different types and bring in speakers and you do different projects. And I settled on mechanical engineering because I thought it was just the broadest and could open a lot of doors for me. Um, had a couple internships in college for engineering. The first was at Spirit Air Systems in Wichita, Kansas. I was doing like structural design changes on a Boeing airplane because I was dead set on being an aerospace engineer.
Oh, wow.
Wasn't really a good fit for me. So then I got an internship at Hallmark, which was a perfect fit for me. I absolutely loved it. As an intern, I basically designed and made fixtures to hold ornaments while they were like running through printers. So it was a really like hands-on design project-based internship. And then that led to a full-time offer with Hallmark Cards at our Leavenworth manufacturing facility as a process improvement engineer. So I basically was the lead engineer for our ribbons, bows, stickers, and warehouse operations. So basically what I did was try to make our manufacturing processes better, faster, and cheaper. So maybe it was like buying new equipment or fixing broken equipment or sourcing new materials, and kind of everything like that.
Okay.
And then after about 2 years there, I ended up in my current role as a design engineer where I partner with our creative team, like I mentioned, and just come up with, create, design cool, fun 3D products to be sold in our Hallmark stores.
Wow.
That was a long-winded answer, but that was kind of my career path.
No, it's good. Yeah. How long did it take from like the time you got out of high school to like where you are?
Let's see. So I'm 26. I graduated from college when I was 22. So I've had several roles in not very many years at Hallmark, but I did graduate in 4 years, I believe, at K-State. So I kind of took the fast path. I was taking summer classes and trying to graduate quickly, but not too long.
Okay. Okay. Well, what do you think students can do now to help them prepare for um, this job or really, any job in their future?
Yeah, that's a good question. I would say the obvious one, and I always have to say this, take challenging classes, like take the calculus classes, take the physics, take chemistry. I didn't necessarily take all those in high school, and I wish I had when I got to college, just because then you've seen it before and it's not so shocking your freshman year. But also along with that is like take different classes, like take painting and ceramics and welding, like that's awesome. And shop and wood shop, like woods and everything like that. Like I wish I would have branched out more when I had the opportunity to, because when you get to college, you really get focused on, I'm going to study engineering and these are the classes I have to take. And you don't have that flexibility that you have in high school. And I wish someone would have told me that. And I wish I would have known to like branch out a little bit. And then what else? I could just rant about this all day. I would say don't be afraid to fail and don't try to be perfect. I ran into so many high school students and college students that like they think they have to be straight A students and get a perfect ACT score to go to engineering school, and you do not have to do that. I was not like that. You do not have to be perfect. If you work hard and you put in the hours and you try, you can definitely succeed and be an engineer and be anything you want to do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's really
does that help?
important. Yeah, no, yeah, it's good because a lot of the kids in school try and focus on one thing, which is if that's what they want to do, that's great. But it's really good, like you were saying, to branch out and do a whole bunch of things. Like I don't even know if I want to do
Exactly.
something, but I'm taking it just, to have.
Yes, and that's how you figure it out. You have to try things to figure out like
Mhm.
maybe this is a good fit, maybe it's not, but you have to try to figure that out.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what do you, in your opinion, what does definition look like? Or in your opinion, how do you define success?
Well, that's a good question. I think success looks different for everyone. Um, to me, it's just achieving your desired goals. Maybe your desired goal is just to get an A on your chemistry test, or maybe it's to be a doctor. And I think it looks different for everyone, and your success might be different from your friends or your family, and I think that's okay. So just as long as you're trying and as long as you're believing in yourself, I think that's success, and you can be successful.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you very much for your interest in helping support students become good business women and men of the future.
Of course. Let me know if you guys have any questions and everything. I'd be happy to reach out to anyone that has questions.
Great. Thank you. Alrighty. Well,
Awesome.
no,
Anything else?
I think that's all.
Okay. Thank you. It was very nice to meet you.
Good to meet you too. Have a good day.
Bye. You too.